If I handed you this dull, dusty, ugly rock and told you it might contain a diamond, you'd probably think I was joking. There's no sparkle, no shine, nothing that looks valuable at all. Most people imagine diamonds as bright, glittering gems, perfectly cut and polished, ready to go into jewelry. But that image is very far from how diamonds actually appear in nature. The truth is, real diamonds are almost never found looking beautiful. They're hidden inside rough, ordinary-looking rocks, and most people walk right past them without ever knowing. Today, I'm going to show you what diamond-bearing rocks really look like, using clear, visual examples and simple explanations. No myths, no hype, just real geology that anyone can understand. Diamonds form deep inside the Earth's mantle, far below where humans can ever dig. They need extreme heat and pressure to form, conditions that exist only dozens of kilometers underground. When diamonds finally reach the surface, it's because of powerful volcanic eruptions that force material upward at incredible speeds. These eruptions trap diamonds inside volcanic rocks, and those rocks cool and break apart over time. At the time someone encounters a diamond-bearing rock at the surface, it's usually been weathered by rain, wind, heat, and time. The rock may be cracked, stained, dirty, or broken. That's why diamond-bearing rocks often look brown, gray, greenish, or even muddy. They don't look special, they don't sparkle, and that's exactly why they're so easy to overlook. One of the most important diamond-bearing rocks is called kimberlite. Kimberlite is a volcanic rock that comes from deep within the earth. Visually, kimberlite is not impressive at all. It's often dark green, blue-green, or gray, and it usually looks uneven and rough. Instead of being hard and solid like granite, kimberlite can feel softer and crumbly. When you look closely at kimberlite, one of the most noticeable features is its mixed texture. You'll often see light and dark minerals packed together in a messy, chaotic way. There's no clean pattern. It can look almost like concrete mixed with gravel. Sometimes the surface appears weathered and broken, with small fragments falling off easily. Inside kimberlite, you may see tiny red or purple garnets, black mineral grains, or green crystals such as olivine. These minerals are important because they formed under similar conditions as diamonds. Geologists call them indicator minerals. Kimberlite itself is not shiny, and even when diamonds are present, they're usually very small and hidden inside the rock. Another diamond-bearing rock that looks even less impressive is lamproite. Lamproite is less well known than kimberlite, but it has been responsible for some major diamond discoveries. Visually, lamproite often looks brown, yellowish, or dark gray. It can appear earthy, clay-like, and heavily weathered. Like some lamproite rocks look like dried mud or old cracked concrete. They may break apart easily in your hand and don't feel especially hard. If you didn't know what you were looking at, you'd probably assume it was worthless. It's one of the biggest lessons in geology. Value has nothing to do with beauty. Now let's talk about what rough diamonds themselves actually look like. If you ever see a diamond in the wild, it will not look like something from a jewelry store. Rough diamonds often appear cloudy or milky. Some are clear but dull, while others look frosted, almost like glass that's been sandblasted. Rough diamonds usually don't sparkle much. Instead of glittering, they reflect light sharply off flat surfaces. Sometimes they have a slightly greasy or oily shine rather than a bright sparkle. They're usually small, with sharp edges and uneven surfaces. The shape of a rough diamond can be an important clue. Many diamonds form as octahedrons, which look like two pyramids joined together at the base. Others form as cubes, or broken crystal fragments. These shapes are different from common minerals like quartz, which usually have rounded edges and smoother surfaces. Because diamonds are so rare, geologists don't usually search for diamonds directly. Instead, they look for indicator minerals that suggest the right conditions existed for diamonds to form. One of the most common indicator minerals is garnet. Garnets are often red, purple, or pink and have a glassy surface. They may appear rounded or well-formed as crystals. Another important indicator mineral is chromite. Chromite is black or dark brown and often feels heavy for its size. It may have a slight metallic shine. Ilmenite is another indicator mineral, usually black or steel gray, often appearing as small grains and sometimes slightly magnetic. Finding these minerals doesn't mean you've found diamonds, but it does mean the geology is promising. It tells you that the rock came from deep enough in the earth to potentially carry diamonds with it. Many people confuse diamonds with other common materials, so it's important to know what diamonds are not. Quartz is probably the most commonly mistaken mineral. Quartz is shiny, clear, and very common, but it usually has rounded edges and scratches more easily than diamond. Calcite can also look clear, but breaks into flat pieces and is much softer. Glass is another common mistake. It's smooth, often contains bubbles, and has a uniform shine that real diamonds usually lack. Real diamonds tend to look imperfect, sharp, and uneven. They don't look polished or smooth, and they rarely look pretty at first glance. Diamond-bearing rocks are found only in specific geological regions. They're usually located in ancient continental interiors, old volcanic zones, or riverbeds downstream from volcanic pipes. Over time, erosion can carry diamonds away from their original source, depositing them in gravel and sediment far from where they formed. Some parts of the world are well known for diamond-bearing geology, including regions of Africa, Canada, Australia, and Russia. But even in these places, diamonds are extremely rare. Most kimberlite and lamproite rocks contain no diamonds at all. That's why it's important to have realistic expectations. Finding a diamond is very unlikely, and most people never will. But learning how to observe rocks properly is still valuable. Paying attention to texture, color, shape, and associated minerals helps you understand the Earth better, even if you never find anything valuable. Geology isn't about luck. It's about patience, observation, and curiosity. Every rock tells a story about where it came from and the forces that shaped it. So next time you see an ugly, cracked rock on the ground, don't judge it too quickly. It might not be a diamond, but it could be a piece of Earth's deep history, formed billions of years ago under conditions we can barely imagine. If you enjoyed this visual guide and want to learn more about rocks, minerals, and how geologists identify valuable formations, consider liking the video and subscribing for more content. And if you'd like a follow-up on simple field identification tips or how professionals test diamond-bearing rocks, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.